MH370, the search that never ended. It was March 8, 2014, when Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished from the radar. Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 disappeared while en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. With 239 people on board, including passengers and crew members. The world was left in shock and disbelief as one of the most extensive search and rescue operations in aviation history began. The plane's disappearance prompted a massive search operation that lasted for several years, and involved dozens of countries and hundreds of experts. The first few days after the disappearance were filled with confusion and chaos. Several false leads and sightings emerged, making it difficult to pinpoint the exact location of the missing plane. The flight took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport at 12:41 a.m. local time, and was scheduled to arrive in Beijing at 6:30 a.m. The aircraft, a Boeing 777-200 was piloted by Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a 53-year-old veteran of the airline, and his co-pilot, Farak Abdul Hamid, who was 27 years old. The flight proceeded normally until about 40 minutes after takeoff, when the aircraft disappeared from radar screens. It was later determined that the plane had turned off its transponder, which is a device that sends out a signal to air traffic controllers and other aircraft identifying its location. The last communication from the cockpit was a routine message to air traffic control that everything was normal. However, the plane then made a sharp turn to the left and flew back across Malaysia and out over the Indian Ocean. The Malaysian military detected the plane on radar but did not respond because they believed it was a commercial flight. As days turned into weeks, the search operation intensified, with search and rescue teams from around the world joining the effort. Despite an extensive search operation involving multiple countries and a wide area of the Indian Ocean, no wreckage was found for several years. The search area was eventually narrowed down to a specific area of the ocean, but the plane was never found. The cause of the plane's disappearance remains unknown, and various theories have been put forward over the years. Theories about what might have happened to the plane ranged from hijacking to a technical malfunction, but none of them could be confirmed. Some have suggested that the plane was hijacked, while others have suggested that there was a mechanical failure or fire on board. Some have even suggested that the plane was deliberately crashed by one of the pilots. Months turned into years, and the search operation continued to yield no results. The families of the passengers and crew members were left in limbo, with no closure or answers to their questions. The world had moved on, but for the families of those on board, the pain and uncertainty continued. In 2018, a glimmer of hope emerged when a private company called Ocean Infinity began a new search operation. Using high-tech equipment and cutting-edge technology, the company scanned the ocean floor in the area where the plane was believed to have crashed. After months of searching, the company made a significant discovery. They found a section of the plane's wing, known as the flaperon, on the coast of Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean. This discovery reignited hope that the rest of the plane could be found, and more importantly, answers could be found. The discovery of the flaperon led to a renewed effort to find the missing plane. Experts analyzed the debris found and were able to determine that it had been exposed to the ocean for an extended period. This led to the conclusion that the plane had crashed in the ocean, ending all hope of finding any survivors. The discovery of the flaperon also led to a significant breakthrough in the investigation. Experts were able to determine that the plane had most likely crashed into the southern Indian Ocean, narrowing down the search area considerably. The search operation continued, and in the years that followed, more debris was found in various locations, providing additional clues that helped investigators piece together what had happened. Finally, in July 2018, after 4 years of searching, the Malaysian government released a final report on the disappearance of MH370. The report concluded that the plane had likely been deliberately steered off course by someone on board and had crashed into the Indian Ocean. The report provided no concrete evidence as to who might have been responsible for the plane's disappearance, leaving many questions unanswered. The families of the passengers and crew members were left with a sense of frustration and anger, as they felt that the investigation had not done enough to find those responsible. The disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 will forever remain one of the most puzzling and heartbreaking aviation mysteries of all time. The search operation may have ended, but the pain and loss felt by the families of those on board continue. The world may never know exactly what happened to MH370. But one thing is for sure, the memory of those who perished on that fateful day will never be forgotten.